Hello guys, how are y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. It's me, Fame, if you don't know me already. And sorry for not having a video last week. Last week was my birthday. Woohoo! It's either last week or, yeah, it was last week. And I did a lot of shopping and I got my nose pierced, you guys. I might show a picture in here just in case, but it actually doesn't hurt. I was told, and the people were like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt for a while, but nah, it doesn't really hurt to me. I mean, the first few days sleeping with it was a pain, a real pain, but I'm fine now, very little discomfort. But today, I'll be redesigning my old OCs. Right now, we're drawing the first one, and his name is Aguilos. His name, if I remember what it means, is a messenger of God. Not quite sure. I wrote it down in a stack of cards I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Yep. A messenger of God. That was right. So he uses they, it, your grace, and thine pronouns. He just really prefers not over the top, but like respectful words, you know? That makes no sense. But he prefers to be seen at like a very high level of respect, so he prefers to be called things like that. At the beginning, I was showing like some reference pictures of the characters, and that's all. That's like just drawings I did beforehand before I actually started doing this piece. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of how Aguilos turned out. I mean, yeah, I love his outfit, love it, but I don't know, I feel like maybe the face was too small and it was kind of hard to do its features, but hey, I finished it, looks great. Let's move on. So before I actually get into the drawings and stuff, I just want to give y'all a little background about my characters. Oh, I'm showing like old sketchbooks right now, and those were references, like really old drawings I did of him maybe 2-3 years ago. I'm also gonna get into my redesigning process, so yeah, keep that in mind. That's Vidija. I'm gonna say his name like that because I like saying it like that. Yeah, so let's get into it. I don't know, but y'all probably heard it, but if you heard something like clinking, it was one of my hair charms hitting my glasses. So I'm gonna take my glasses off, so bear with me, okay? I'm reading just a little summary I made for both of my characters, and then not a little summary, I wrote a lot about them, but it's kind of important just so you can really know the kind of vibes I was going for in the future when I describe it more. Okay, let's get into it. Aguilos was its original name. Oh my god, I'm already messing up. Abaddon was his original name, but I decided to change it because I like the way this one sounds better. Aguilos was a virtue angel, but over time was slowly corrupted and turned evil. The evil that corrupted it is now... the evil that corrupted it is still unconfirmed, but many believe it was Lucifer. Who knows? I haven't really written out their story, but I did write out their relationship stuff, so yeah, I'm gonna need to put more effort into their story. But anyways, instead of being a beacon of hope, it is now turned into a beacon of despair and chaos. It manipulates humans and angels into doing their evil work. Then after their use is up, it takes their soul and traps them somewhere where only it can access them. It is known and feared across both realms, but even so, no one knows what it looks like. They take many forms, but no one has ever seen their original form. It now causes chaos, misfortune, and troubles to beings without reason. Okay, so even though I am drawing Aguilos right now, that's his secondary form. His original form, I never drew it. Okay, don't come after me. But it was, I don't know, I wanted it to be like spooky and scary, and it's like, oh my god, this is what they take now. Their original form is like terrifying. I might sketch it out, but who knows. Now, talk about Vidija. I would have done it whenever I was sketching him out, but my little peewee brain decided against it. So I'm just going to explain him now, and remember that the person I'm drawing is not the character I'm describing, starting now. Vidija uses he, they pronouns. Vidija is on the other side of the spectrum. They were a part of an angel court, one to protect and care for other angels and humans, but after a terrible attack in their court, Vidija was rendered blind. He no longer felt safe there, so he went to the far edge of the angel realm and lived there in solitude. He took a vow of silence, so he is mute, but he can speak. He just really doesn't want to. His job in the angel court was the overseer. He took watch over all important dates. He was able to see into the future and prevent disasters, being a guide to all. Did I say disasters? He prevents disasters and is a guide to all. But after being blinded, his foreseeing powers were able to work properly. He still has access to some of his powers, like creating light beams, creating light weapons, and shape-shifting. He still can kind of see into the future, but the images aren't really clear. They're like small glimpses, but since he cannot see, he doesn't really know how to prevent them. So, yeah. And shape-shifting, he can't like turn into like an animal or something, but he can turn into different types of humans and not animals, oh my god, and angels, and grow wings. Yeah, what? He can grow wings, but I suck at drawing wings. Like, I'm really bad at them. It's kind of embarrassing, but who cares? Like, I'm so bad at drawing wings. I'm gonna learn how to draw them eventually, but let me get off of that topic. And before I go into my actual redesigning process, I'm going to explain their relationship. Look, don't come after me, but their relationship is kind of toxic, so just hold tight. As for their relationship, it is a toxic one, like one-sided love. Even though Vidija is blind, he can still see bright lights like gold. So after Aguilos managed to convince Vidija to trust them, it wore gold jewelry so he could see where its figure was. So as you can see on his arms, his legs, and his wrist, Aguilos wears gold, and that helps Vidija a lot when it comes to like figuring out where he is. I'm just gonna say V and A. V for Vidija and A for Aguilos because I use their names a lot. Okay. V started to fall for A, but it didn't feel the same. It did care for him in some way, but not in the same way. V slowly became too dependent on it the longer it was around. V was slowly manipulated into wrongdoings, but he is still self-aware. He knows what he's doing, but he thinks it's for the greater good. The two do engage in romantic things, like oftentimes it's A initiating it, so it seems like it does love V more, when in reality, it feels very little for V. Yes, Aguilos is using Vidija, but maybe farther down the line, their relationship will no longer be toxic and will be a both-sided love. Only time will tell. I do feel, a little bad for giving my boy such a hard time, but I'm very invested into this relationship and I want to explore it more. It may not be perfect, but hey, I'm invested in it and I want to develop the characters more and maybe write some fanfics about them interacting. Oh my god. Yes, I do write fan fiction. Okay, I don't care. I'm pretty good at it from what I've seen. So like, yeah, if you do want to read the fan fiction, I'll totally link it in my link tree. Now that I got all their background story and information out, I think it's time to get into my redesigning process. I'm probably going to put a timestamp in the earlier videos just saying, hey, if you just want to hear me redesign here, skip here. Yeah, but then that's like 10 minutes you just skipped over. So like, don't be a loser. I'm not calling y'all loser. I'm sorry. So first thing, before actually redesigning the characters, I find my old drawings of them. I showed y'all some already in the video, so I'm not gonna show them again. We don't need that heart attack. I might show one, or just like a more recent redesign. I don't know, just depends. These drawings that I did were like 1, 2, maybe 3 years old, so do not come after me for that anatomy. I was looking back at one of my drawings, so like a hip is not supposed to do that. Arms aren't supposed to be that long. I do love their designs still, so spoiler, FamesAu won't be changed too much, but Aguilos will. I feel like Aguilos, his character, it was good, but I could have added more flavor to him. All he was to me was like, yeah, he was a good angel, now he's bad. That was it. He was lacking in the flavor department, but here I am fixing it. After getting my references, I look and study their design. I take notes on things I want to keep and change. For example, Aguilos, I loved how poofy its hair was, but the way the headpiece and halo would sit on its head didn't make too much sense to me. So I wanted to keep the fluffy hair, but at the same time make it longer and straight to keep the halo and headpiece like less cluttered. See, as you can see now, how his hair is straight, but then it's like curly on the edges. Yeah, I like that hair. I don't really know what inspired me to do it like that, but I kind of like it. I'm probably gonna add more life to it later because Okay, let's see. Now that I got my references, guess where I go? You'll never guess. It's Pinterest. Yeah. Still not drawing yet because I found this method of redrawing my characters helped me optimize the outcome. I create a Pinterest board and fill it with things the characters would wear, how I want them to look, clothing, accessories, even colors, aesthetics, I made both characters have the same Pinterest board because they are very close and similar. It's almost like Aguilos is mirroring FamesAu, but hey, I don't mind them sharing the same Pinterest board since they do have similar style and colors. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. They sort. I just said that. Oh my god. I'll probably show you guys the board. There is a link, or like my Pinterest name is in the description, so do check it out if you want to see like my character Pinterest boards or in need of drawing references, humans, and like actual just drawing references. I have a lot of stuff on my Pinterest. I've had it for a while, and I find myself always going to my own Pinterest boards for help. So do check out my Pinterest if you do need some backup assistance. I still to this day like to add to my Pinterest boards that I make for my characters, because every now and then when I go on Pinterest, I'm like, oh my god, wow, that outfit is so cute. The insert OC name would love to wear this, and I just throw it into their Pinterest board, and a day where I feel like drawing them, I just go there and see that outfit again. I'm like, oh my god, yes, I'm gonna draw you in that. It's cute. Okay. Now this is the next step in my redrawing process, is drawing but not the full thing, doing headshots and body shots of them. Yes, you could draw them full out right now, but I think it's best to get like a pose, your face claim, and like the body types down before you actually do the final piece, so that when you do the actual piece, you'll be satisfied with how it looks. So that's what I did. I'll show off the headshot and the body drawings I did of them right now. Now that I have their aesthetic, face claim, body, and clothing style down, we get into the drawing. Of course, I found the pose off of Pinterest, or any other social media platform like TikTok. TikTok actually has a few good like drawing references videos, and I did save them on one of my accounts, and I just have like the collection public. So like if anyone came on my profile and was like, oh yeah, I need drawing tips, like, oh yeah, check my collection. Once I get my reference, I start to draw it out. I keep all my references on deck as I draw, even the old ones, in case I want to add an element in my old work into my new piece. With the poses, I wanted to convey their characters, so I chose a more forward and powerful pose for Aguilos and a more reserved pose for Vidisha. I might do a middle piece between the pages, showing how they interact with each other or something on the eerie side. Just depends on how I'm feeling. As much as I would love to show y'all the whole drawing process and coloring, I don't want this video to be too long. So, am I hearing a part 2 for the coloring? Yes. Yes, I am. Also, I would like to add that in the process, whenever you're getting all your references and stuff done, and like creating the headshot, the body shot of the characters, also create a color palette. I was supposed to mention that like a while ago, but I did forget again. I don't want to show y'all the color palette because I feel like that would spoil the drawing, so you're just gonna have to wait and see it. But I'm just gonna go through the drawing process, my redesigning process one last time to give a quick short summary in case you weren't listening. Step 1, I find old references of my characters and pick out the parts I want to keep the same and change. Step 2, make a Pinterest board of the characters consisting of what they like, what they would wear, colors they like, their aesthetic, a possible face claim, and things like that. Step 3, draw headshots and body shots of the characters to get a general idea of how you want them to look physically. And lastly, get the poses ready and start the drawing process. This video, I think I'm going to keep it in real time, so you have something to watch while you draw. I personally love whenever artists do like real-time sketches and then they just talk over it like this. I find myself all the time watching videos like this, so I wanted to give back, and make my own, because I might inspire some young artists to make a YouTube video or inspire them to draw. So I sound so much better than my last video. You guys, I was exhausted, okay? But I am a lot better now, so that's great. My dog is right here licking himself, and it sounds so nasty. I really hope this mic does not pick up on it, because if it does, I'm fighting the dog. I'm kidding. I wouldn't fight him. That's all that I really have for this video, so I'm probably gonna leave the last few minutes of just pure silence, and then I'll do my outro, of course. But I did want to let you guys know that I have 2 more video ideas coming up. One of them is obviously going to be a part 2 to this video of me coloring the characters. I feel like it would be disappointing if I just drew the characters and explained my whole redesign process and then didn't show y'all how they looked at the end. So that'll definitely be a thing. And then drawing my followers' favorite food. I asked them a while ago, like, what was their favorite food? And then they gave me a bunch of ideas, and I found that little spinning wheel website, and I'm going to use that to help me draw. Y'all, I suck at drawing food, but I want to, because I feel like drawing my characters to eat their favorite food would be so cute. But anyways, before I get off track, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that, and you guys enjoy these last few minutes of lo-fi music. the finished designs, and now I'm just going to show y'all how each character came out. Look at my babies. They look so good. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you made it this far, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and maybe subscribe if you're feeling generous. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.